And now for Grizzly News Distance Edition, Episode 2, March 27th, 2020. Now with Mr. King.
Hi Grizzlies. We're approaching the end of week 2 of our school closure. I'm sure the stresses of the stay-at-home order have been building up, and it's difficult to ignore the anxiety and fear that everyone is feeling with this pandemic still happening around us. I want you to know that you're not alone if you're feeling either cooped up, frustrated, or scared. We're feeling it too, and we're here for you. So let's take 3 breaths together before we begin to give us all a quiet moment of peace. Here we go. So this is going to be a slightly longer video with a lot of information. First, I want to start off by saying that the return date of our school site has been revised again, so that now we won't be returning after April 17th, we'll be returning after May 1st. I know that's another 2 or 3 weeks, and it's likely, given the circumstances, that our return date will be postponed again. But we'll make sure to keep you and your families posted as we learn more. Hopefully it'll be revised down and we can return back sooner, but given the circumstances around us, it's likely that it'll continue to be postponed. Because of that uncertainty, we're going to transition into distance learning next week. So distance learning, otherwise known as online learning, will begin on Wednesday, April 1st. I want to emphasize, because I've heard this from others, that in case this is not clear, we are transitioning to online learning. The school site will not be open except for the Nutrition Hub, and please encourage your families and your friends, if they need to come to the Nutrition Hub to get food. But our school is not open. Students will not be returning to campus until further notice, and students should only be coming to campus if they are getting food from the Nutrition Hub or if they still need technology, but more on that later. Unlike previous videos, as you've already noticed, I'm actually using a slide deck to make sure that you receive all the necessary information that you need to get ready for online learning next week. Now, distance learning is going to feel different for obvious reasons. First off, you're at home and you're not at school. But there are still going to be some major changes in the academic program for the remainder of the school closure. Please know that these decisions were based on ensuring that we could provide the following. First off, consistency. To ensure that we provide as much flexibility to you and your teachers given our new responsibilities and realities at home. Next is connection. To ensure that even through distance learning, we are prioritizing relationships so that our teachers can continue to provide each of you individualized support and feedback. Compassion. In recognizing whether you are a teacher, staff member, scholar, or parent, these circumstances are difficult, and everyone is doing their best to navigate these challenging times. Lastly, readiness. To ensure that despite the shift in our academic program, it is still our responsibility to get you prepared for the next academic year by prioritizing the highest priority standards and getting you towards mastery. Now, driven by these goals, but also in recognition of the circumstances placed on us by the COVID-19 pandemic, the following changes have been made. So first, you will only be taking 3 or 4 classes for the remainder of the closure, and all other classes and grades will be locked at the 10-week grading period. Now, this is a big one. So what does this mean? What this means is that for the remainder of the school closure, rather than having a full load of 6 courses plus advisory, you will only be expected to complete the work on 3 or 4 online classes. Your grades for your other classes will be locked at the 10-week grading period, and those will appear on your transcripts. These are the classes that will be available. What you'll notice is that every grade will still have an English class, and every grade will still have a math class. From that point, the classes change a little bit. So starting off with 9th grade, you'll have English, math, and French. For 10th grade, you'll have English, math, AP Euro if you're taking AP Euro, but world history will be frozen, and then biology. For 11th grade, you'd be taking English, math, history, and chemistry. And then for 12th grade, you'd be taking English, math, and government or econ. Your grade for these classes will still continue. So you will be expected to log into Google Classroom several times a week and complete the work assigned. You'll receive homework, teacher videos, you'll even be able to attend office hours to get additional support and tutoring. But as I said before, your grade for these classes will continue. You will receive a grade, and it'll vary based on your ability to demonstrate mastery on the standards being assigned and assessed via Google Classroom. Alternatively, these are the classes that will be frozen and locked at the 10-week grading period. So I'm going to give you a moment just to look at this. Either you can pause the screen or I'll wait a couple seconds. Now, if you are happy with your grade in these classes, no additional action is needed. However, if you are not passing these classes, you will automatically be enrolled in a guided study hall to ensure that you can make up work or reassess on standards to earn a passing grade and get you back on track to graduate. Your teachers will assign you tasks and assignments to complete to give you the opportunity to raise your grade to passing. Now, if you are a student who is passing but would still like to increase your grade, let's say from a C to a B, for example, you will still have the opportunity to raise your grade via reassessment and additional work as assigned by your teacher. In this case, you might be assigned to an independent study hall, making up work assigned by your teachers on your own time. So that's a lot already, but I'll let that marinate. And as I said before, and as I say again, if you have any questions, please ask them. The next question then is, what will your schedule look like? This is a sample schedule for a typical 11th grade student. Now, every other grade level's schedule will look similar, just with different courses. As you can see, you'll start off and end the week with advisory. So if you look up here at the 9 o'clock window, on Monday you have advisory, and if you look at Friday at 4:15, you'll also have advisory. The goal is that you'll start off and end the week with advisory. You might also notice that a lot of our teachers in your advisory classes will be wearing different hats in this transition, but just roll with it. We live in complex times, and we're trying to make sure that we do this well. Now, when you're looking at this schedule, you'll notice that your classes have videos and lessons assigned twice a week. This schedule recommends that you interact with your teacher's videos twice a week, provide yourself independent work time twice a week, and then attend office hours if you need assistance. This is going to be true for each of your 3 or 4 classes. So as I said, you'll have teacher videos, you'll have independent work time, and then you'll have office hours. But the expectation is that you try to follow the schedule as best you can. Now, in addition, if you need to make up an NP or you want to raise a grade, there will be staff members available for guided study hall or independent study hall, depending on your situation. Now, I want to note something here. Even though there's a schedule here, and even though we are going to try our best to lock these office hours in place, we understand that many of you may not be able to follow this schedule based on your home reality. I, for example, am most productive after my kids go to sleep, and I do my best work after 9 p.m. For example, I'm recording this video right now at 11 o'clock at night. And so, please complete the lessons at a pace that is appropriate to your home situation, and reach out to your teachers if you need support, help, or modifications. With that being said, you will still have deadlines and due dates, so please plan accordingly as best you can and communicate with your teachers. Lastly, attendance. This is one thing that we've been trying to figure out for a while now. In order to ensure that you're being marked present throughout the week, an email will be sent to all students every morning with a Google survey. All you have to do is to complete that survey by writing your name in and marking yourself present. If you do that every single day, then you'll be present for all your classes and you won't have to make up that tardy or make up that absence. So make sure that you are responding to that Google survey daily and marking yourself present. Now, if a lot of this sounds crazy or weird or different to you, again, don't worry, you're not alone. We're all making adjustments to try to make this work, and over the next few weeks, we're going to figure this out together. And I want to assure you that we're still going to ensure that you're prepared for the challenges that this crazy world has to offer. But please roll with us as we adjust. Please have an open mind as we try to figure this out. No one expected for the school year to start this way, and no one expected for the school year to end this way. So we're going to figure it out together. Everyone in environmental science is getting ready also for your return virtually, and know that these wonderful people miss you all. And so we've been working hard over the last few days, meeting, getting ready, and making sure that we have the right assignments and are prepared for your return. And so we're excited to be able to see you, just as I imagine many of you are excited to see us. So with that all being said, make sure you are ready on Wednesday, April 1st for our first day of distance learning. Regardless of what level you are in, as I said before, you should expect to start off your morning with an advisory check-in and then your English class. I also want to emphasize, if you haven't already picked up a computer and you still need one, please stop by the school either today if it's Friday or Tuesday through Friday from 8 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. next week if you need to pick up a device. We're always going to have staff members on site because we're providing a nutrition hub service for all families. But if you need one, please come get one as soon as possible. Additionally, if you are still in need of Wi-Fi, or if you know of someone who's still in need of Wi-Fi, please reach out to me. We can either support you in getting Charter Spectrum set up at your home, or possibly provide you with a Wi-Fi hotspot. We've bought a whole bunch, and we want to make sure students have access to internet at home. So please reach out. If you have a friend that still needs a computer or they still don't have internet access, they don't have to continue that way. Just have them reach out to me. Okay, in the end, I know this is a lot of information, but please do reach out if you have any questions, rewatch this video, and make sure to check in on each other and your peers and let them know that online schooling starts next week. Make sure they also watch this video to know what's in store. Last but not least, I want to say thanks to the nearly 30 seniors who joined me on a Google Zoom Hangout during senior hour this past Wednesday. I'll be sure to host another senior hour just for everyone to be able to connect, but we'll also be sure to reach out to juniors, sophomores, and freshmen for their own grade level hour just to say hello, answer questions, and to give each other a virtual space to connect. We had a lot of fun in hours, we joked, we talked about PlayStation and just how everyone was doing. And so I want to make sure we offer more time for our seniors as well as our underclassmen. In the meantime, we can't wait to see you all next week. So remember to stay safe, stay healthy, wash your hands with soap and water for 20 seconds, cough in a sleeve or a tissue instead of your hand, practice social distancing, stay at home, and I'll see you online next week. Go Grizzlies.
And now a short testing update with Mr. Reyna.
Hey Grizzlies, we're back again for another testing update, but I thought I'd start us off with some things I've been doing. I've been baking bread. There you go. Look at that, cast iron. And I've also been watching a lot of movies, including Studio Ghibli movies such as Pom Poko. It's a very strange and awesome movie about raccoon dogs who take on developers who are ruining the environment. Thematic, eh? So in terms of testing, the AP tests, as you may know from our Instagram page, and your AP teachers are going to be completely online this year. There's going to be a test in May, and there's going to be a test in the summer or at some undetermined time. They are also only going to be 45 minutes long rather than multiple hours. They are going to have no multiple choice, and it is going to be very different than past years. We still highly encourage everyone who's enrolled in the classes to give it a shot and absolutely do the assignments that your AP teachers are assigning you, and check out those free online AP sessions as well that are on YouTube, and study up because there's no harm in trying to take it, and we'll wish you the best of luck. All right, folks, I'm going to go bake some bread. See ya.
And now for What Are Teachers Doing? Week 2.
Hello, Grizzly family. This is Mr. Davis, and this is my hallway, which I walk down to get to my office, which you see here. It's a regular office and a regular hallway for that matter. Here is my printer with its toner that costs way too much. Also, my lamp, 2 lamps, clock, and my comfy chair where I sit to evaluate this book, the SAT book by Barron's, which I use to develop questions for the college prep class. Here is a Pepperdine hat which I purchased at the University of Pepperdine on our field trip. I like to look at this hat while I'm working because it reminds me of why I do what I do. Next is the workhorse, where I enter grades, answer emails for work, followed by my coffee mug, which fuels the whole process. Well, I certainly miss all of you at ESAT, students and faculty alike, and I would like to encourage all my students to be calm, be safe, and be kind.
Bonjour mes élèves, bienvenue chez moi dans mon appartement. Nous sommes dans ma chambre. Non, c'est ridicule, ce n'est pas ma chambre ici, c'est la cuisine. Je ne dors pas dans la cuisine, je dors dans ma chambre. Mais ici, c'est ma cuisine, bienvenue. Et nous sommes ici aujourd'hui parce que je vais vous montrer comment bien se laver les mains. Il faut savoir se laver les mains. Nous sommes maintenant dans...
Hey everyone, I just wanted to say hi, show you some things we've been up to. We've been playing, doing lots of puzzles. I've been, of course, doing a lot of reading, playing some video games, playing some music, mostly just hanging out. Hope you guys are doing well. Take care.
Mr. Season here, hope you're staying safe. Just out here social distancing myself, and hopefully you're staying safe too.
Milo, you want to wave hi? Hey, buddy. You enjoying your dinner? Great enthusiasm. We've been eating pretty well, doing some finger painting too. Enjoying it, enjoying it. It's good old Mr. Mason.
Hey everybody, nice to see you.
We've got a good collection of art going, something that we've been doing every day with Milo, teaching him about germs and washing hands, which...
Miss Coe has been playing cards. Mr. Reyna has been jogging.
How does a grizzly sound? It's a good gentle roar. Take care, everybody. Bye.
Have a nice weekend, Grizzlies, and remember, distance learning starts next Wednesday, April 1st.